I have seen you go through nights when there was not even a glimmer of light. My darling, there have been times when you felt so depressed that you questioned if dawn would ever bother to arrive. I've heard the things you dared not ask aloud, like if I still had a plan, whether I still loved you, and if I was even listening. When everything you relied on started to fall apart with the might of heaven itself, I can assure you that I have never looked away from you. Not a breath for a heartbeat. No, I was closer than the breath in your lungs. Even amid the darkness you believed kept you from me. You could believe that you have waited too long, failed too much, or journeyed too far. However, I don't judge you by your diversions or delays. I evaluate you based on the reality of who I created you to be. And that fact remains unchanged. You are being held by the same hands that shaped you in the silence of eternity. My angels have accompanied you through unseen storms, repelling assaults that would have engulfed you. My hand and theirs were at work when you felt the peculiar calm that came when you should have been overwhelmed, even if you were unaware of the struggles they wage. The dread of losing what little you have left, the fear of falling in love and being wounded again, and the fear that the next setback would shatter you beyond repair, are all subtle worries that I am aware of. But listen, I see everything that affects your life. Nothing goes through without my knowledge, and nothing will come in contact with you without my consent. And if I let it, it will accomplish something the enemies will come to regret. You have been preoccupied with providing, with how to make the most of what you have, and how to fulfill the obligations placed upon you. I watch as you analyze every option, count every dime, and worrying whether the well will run empty. I am not a limited provider. My kid, the God who multiplied fish and loaves, is me. I am the God who made Peter's tax seem like gold. I am the God who has the power to open doors that no system, bank, or employer can shut. My angels are already at work bringing people together, igniting their hearts, and creating a path where you can't yet see one. However, I beg you to have enough faith in me to follow my little directions, even if they don't appear to have anything to do with the breakthrough you're looking for. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super Thanksgiving $1, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now, and listen to this message further. Indeed, you have experienced the pain of broken relationships, some with no explanation and others with words that went deeper than you could have imagined. You've mentally reenacted talks, wondering whether there was anything you could have done, said, or adopted differently. Now that I think about it, I let certain doors shut because the pressure of those relationships would have caused you to become disconnected from my purpose. It is not intended for everyone who begins with you to end with you. My angels guard your way against obstacles that might stifle your destiny, in addition to keeping you safe from mishaps and injury. However, I will mend some connections, because I have been working on hearts. Behind the scenes you will hear voices you thought you would never hear again, but they will do so in a new tone. I haven't finished writing the tales you thought I had finished. Furthermore, when I repair, it will be fresh healed, whole and based on my truth, rather than a return to the same patterns. You've spent too much time believing falsehoods about yourself, lies that claim you've missed every chance I gave you, that you're too far gone or that you're undeserving. But when my truth is spoken, those falsehoods are helpless, and you are mine according to my reality. You are cherished, you have been selected. Additionally, you may still be saved. My blood never runs out, there is no limit to my grace. And I still have my calling over your life. I'm sending angels right now to attend to your heart, to wipe away the remnants of humiliation, and to destroy the fortresses of fear that have ensnared you. I'm shielding your thoughts from the outside world in a way that makes no sense. And in order for everyone to know that this assignment of darkness against you is mine, I'm speaking your name into the sky. I'm not here to provide you ambiguous support. I'm telling you to stand up. When the costs seem to exceed your earnings, take a stand when someone leaves without a cause. Stand up when fear urges you to hide. Stand. Stand because heaven is behind you, and I am standing with you. But I will stand in the comments to express your will to stick to the path I have predetermined for your life. You are being called into a deeper level with me right now, not simply to get through this season, but to flourish in the next one. At this moment, you cannot afford to live apart from me. Not only is your comfort at risk, but so are the generations that your obedience will affect. In the days ahead, the adversary will want to divert your attention, so heed this warning in love. He will try to divert you by appealing to your old behaviors, offering short cures and making you feel offended. Don't fall for the trick. I never called you to fight war, so don't spend your emotional energy on them. I will lead you through every turn and every shade. If you keep your gaze on me in this last stretch, I have designated angels to go before you. They will provide heavenly connections, open doors you can't perceive, and even shield you from relationships or bargains that seem good, but are really dangerous. Have as much faith in the restraint as in the release. Mercy is what I mean when I shut a door. It's timing when I open one. I am aware of the burden you bear, my dear, but I am also aware of the triumph that has already begun. My hand will be seen in ways that will allay your doubts. When you reflect on this season, you'll see that it was a turning point rather than the conclusion. When I open doors for you in unexpected ways, keep in mind that it's not because you finally become good enough, or worthy enough rather. It's because I've never ceased loving you, pursuing you or working for you. In my hands, every hour you believed was squandered has been repaid. The suffering you believed was pointless has been transformed into the very soul on which miracles will flourish. This next season will have tasks that call for your bravery rather than your flawlessness. I am searching for the willing and surrendered, not the polished and perfect. And I'll give you the power to enter spaces you previously felt too tiny for to say, things you previously believed were too daring for your voice, and to go with confidence where you previously hesitated. In such times you will be surrounded by my angels, who will serve to remind the invisible world that you bear my name in addition to protecting you. I am aware that there have been times when hope seems alien to you. I see how cautiously you dare to dream anew, perhaps fearing that the disappointment may break you if you allow yourself to believe. However, hope that is based in me is not brittle. My darling, having hope in me prepares you for the witness that will lead others to me, not for heartache. I'm not trying to tease you. I sow it with the intention of reaping a harvest of satisfaction. The financial challenges that lie ahead are meant to expose my provision, not to penalize you. I've already got your share. Even if the planet could tremble, systems might malfunction, and people might warn of shortages, you won't forego what you really need. To prevent want from stealing your tranquility, I will teach you how to take care of what I entrust to your care. You will be distinguished by the serenity that comes from understanding that your source is unchangeable while others are tormented by dread of what they stand to lose. My supply comes from my kingdom, which is recession-free and is not dependent on the global economy. Indeed, partnerships will provide difficulties. Those who walked with you just to benefit themselves will be separated from those who are really in line with your calling. When I unveil actual motives, believe me when I tell that I am creating space for divine partnerships, connections that bring mutual dignity, support, and spiritual strength, even if it may sting. When certain individuals leave your circle, because they will speak life into you and you into them, without rivalry or ulterior motives, you will be able to identify them. While some of you have prayed for restoration, you have also erected barriers so high that it is impossible for repair to enter. Angels are being set to soften your hardened hearts, so that you may love wisely and accept what I offer, not so that you can be hurt again. Although it may seem secure, a closed heart prevents me from receiving my benefits. As you let the proper people into your life at the right moment, you can rely on me to protect you in the days to come. I am inviting you to walk intimately with me, not as a duty, but as your lifeline. Now is the perfect time to hone your ears and make my words the loudest voice in your life. The adversary will not come to you in a clear manner, so you will require discernment. He will arrive cloaked in familiarity, comfort, and opportunity. However, when anything is not from me, my spirit will alert you. I'm protecting you. Pay heed to that uneasiness in your soul. Even in your present condition, don't undervalue what I can do to you. Even while you may still feel worn out, unsure and unprepared, my weakness makes my strength great. In other words, your weakness is what qualifies you for my power to be shown, not what disqualifies you. I don't ignore you even if the world could. I will not squander the money I have put in you, since I have selected you for this moment. Perhaps God has someone else for this. You have thought, as if I distribute callings like freebies. No, I put a certain brightness inside of you, because your voice, your experience, and your testimony are all uniquely yours. No one else can play the part I have called you to. The world will lose something irreplaceable if you leave it, if you agree to stay in your position for the reason I have established for you. Type. I will not step aside in the comments section. I'm not only saving you for what has been shackling you, my darling, I'm setting you up for power you can't yet fathom. Your training ground has been the difficulties you have encountered. You have been practicing fighting in the dark so that you would remain unflinching. When I bring you into the light, you'll bring calm into tumultuous areas. You will provide healing to hearts that have been shattered. You will provide hope to places where there isn't any. Angels will also go ahead of you as you walk, not only to clear the path, but to fight for you against any covert scheme that tries to stop you. It will be necessary to concentrate this season. You cannot afford to waste your time and energy on unworthy conflicts. Give up trying to prove yourself to others who don't see the same qualities in you that I see. I am the only one who can validate you. My statement that you are sufficient is definitive. And pay attention. What I am creating in your life will endure, even if it takes some time. I'm not built for quick success that breaks under duress. I'm building foundations that won't be washed away by storms. It is merely eliminating what cannot stand, so that what is left will be uncheckable. Even if you may feel the shaking right now, even though you have fasted, prayed, and trusted, you have questioned why certain doors have remained closed. You reasoned that perhaps I wasn't paying attention, or that you had acted improperly. However, certain doors are locked not because you are unworthy, but rather because the contents of what is beyond them are insufficient for the whole of what I have in store for you. My darling, you would have been content with my finest if you had passed through them too quickly. I'm training you to wait fearlessly. Waiting is preparation, not punishment. I'm strengthening your ability to contain what I'm delivering you in the quiet, without allowing them to control you. I am teaching your hands how to manage blessings. I am training your heart to distinguish between the eternal and the urgent. Additionally, I'm not working on you alone. Angels are still on your path, bearing tasks that are unique to your life. Some are protecting assets that bear your name before the adversary may harm you. Some are snooping on their intentions. Right now, certain people are nourishing your soul, giving you strength when you feel too exhausted to hope. I can see the struggles you have battled. Behind closed doors, you brushed away the tears before anybody could see them. When you believed you were the only one awake in the middle of the night, you muttered those prayers. During such times, you are not alone. Heaven has listened to all I have spoken. I have seen all you have gone through in both me and the identity I have given. You will be put to the test in the times to come. You will be persuaded by circumstances that you are still the same person you were when you were at your lowest. You are not who you were, however. I tell you, you have become stronger, wiser, and more rooted in me. And give me a call when you sense the draw of the outdated way of thinking. I'll remind you of your identity. Don't let other people's treatment of you determine your value. People's opinions of you will fluctuate according to their emotions, but my reality about you remains constant. Before you even took your first breath, I proclaimed you to be mine, and I won't back down. You'll get a sneak peek at what I've been working on in the invisible world in the coming days. Discussions will lead to new opportunities. There will be opportunities that appear out of nowhere. Heaven's fingerprints will appear on details you didn't even believe were important. This is my way of letting you know that, despite the stillness I have been working, I'll also provide clarification. I will bring you calm where there was once chaos. I'll point out the appropriate choice when there were too many, and I'll divide the waters in front of you where the route seemed to be closed. Indeed, you will encounter opposition, since everything valuable will encounter opposition. But don't be afraid of resistance. Resistance is often an indication that you are headed in the correct path. I will not allow you to be overrun, because I am fighting beside you. I want you to hear this, my darling, and let it to sink in. I have your future covered. It is not dependent on the choices made by others. It has no bearing on how well you perform. It lies in the indestructible hands of the one who sacrificed all for you, out of love for you. So have hope, remain steadfast. Continue to walk, have faith in my time. Follow my instructions. Give up what I'm asking you to give up. Observe what I instruct you to preserve. Remember that there is more ahead than you could have ever dreamed. I'll give you an unexpected burst of happiness. I'll put back what the enemy took. What was damaged will be irreparably repaired by me, and I will demonstrate by your life that I am still the God who provides, the God who redeems, and the God who creates a path where none exists. Lift your eyes and give me the praise when the tale is told, when the provision is made, when the connection is repaired, when the breakthrough occurs, because I'm the one who has never abandoned you, and has never ceased referring to you as my own. Your narrative doesn't stop here. This marks the start of the chapter in which things began to shift. Proceed with bravery, because I accompany you and my angels before you. I own you, you are cherished. You're also prepared. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.